Nurture or nature? Are artists born or made? Let's answer this question together today. First of all, there's no definite research saying that art skills are inherited. But just like other qualities, maybe DNAs also carry these artistic qualities. But research says that environment plays a huge factor in developing artistic skills. Some traits were passed on to us by our parents' DNA, such as being able to see things from a different perspective, making associations between two different things, seeing things in perspective, quick learning, and 3D vision. Some people are more left-brained, meaning they're more analytical, and some people are more right-brained, meaning they're more creative. Everything is like more fluid instead of having an exact answer to everything, or everything has data points in them. My friend who has a very analytical brain said that when he painted a house, he would just connect those windows to the wall when he was little, of course, and then his mother would say like, why are you just connecting all the time the windows to the wall? And he said it's because otherwise they're gonna fall. Such a sweet way of saying it, but that's analytical thinking, right? Why not? It can stand up there, Well, you know the structure now, like as an adult, so probably you would know. That means that kid was a lack of observation, because if when he was walking, he observed the houses and see windows were separate, then when he was drawing, he would be able to draw windows correctly. So observation is the key. How do we learn observing others? Well, again, maybe DNA plays an importance here, but we can learn to observe. If when we are walking with our parents, they said like, oh, look at this house, look at this bird, and look at the ocean, and observe things together with us as children, then definitely our observation could improve very quickly. Another environment factor besides parents is the exposure to art. If any family member was an artist or in art business, that would affect the child. If you grow up in a city which had a lot of museums or art exhibits, or maybe even art in the streets, then you would be more exposed to art. Support is very important. When you are playing with crayons at home, if your parents are supporting you and maybe even painting with you, then you will feel more appreciated, and you want to dig deep into that subject, that field, and see how much further you can go. But instead, if you were hearing stuff like, oh, why are you painting here? Just like go finish your food, or it's time to study now, like stop painting, and these kind of things might be very discouraging. Studies show that human psychology also affects their interest into art or not. For example, if you have some kind of trauma or a traumatic experience in your childhood, sometimes children draw and paint for relaxation, because once they get into that flow, we call it flow, then they will feel more confident, they don't feel lonely, and they forget about everything around them, and they just focus on making art, which is their own creation. And when I studied genius artists in my master's program, Creative and Critical Thinking at UMass Boston, when we were studying all these famous artists, we realized that they had very rough childhood. Usually they came from broken families, or they were poor, or there were big traumas there. That kind of showed me that probably they learned perseverance there. Maybe they chose art as a relaxation, a way to avoid trauma, but then because of their difficult situation at home, they already had high perseverance, and that kind of reflected upon their hobby, their art, and that perseverance also continued there, which at the end made them great artists. Also, don't forget, you need to have interest and you need to practice. And if you have interest in something, then you will definitely improve it by practice, because practice doesn't seem like work to you. It's something that you enjoy. But how are we going to know we are interested in something? I have never touched a violin in my life before, and maybe I am so talented in playing the violin, but I don't know because I have never been interested in it. Yes, I heard it, I listened to it, and I really enjoy listening to it, but I never wanted to play it. So that's an interest. In order to know that you're interested or not, first you need to be exposed to it. None of my parents were artistic, tell you that. My father was definitely left-brained, and my brother plays all kinds of guitars, and he taught himself the guitar, and I am a painter, so we really don't know where this talent or skills come from, but I've never been interested in guitar, and he was interested in painting, not as much as I was. So we picked all these kind of art fields in itself, and we started to improve ourselves there. And I don't think that was the DNA, but that was the interest we had. When a person comes to me and says that, I can't draw, I can't paint, really, I'm not talented, then I say, I'll be honest with you, I think you are one of the two things. So either you were never interested, I'm not saying never tried, maybe you tried, but you were never actually interested in that. And second, you were interested in at some point in your lifetime and you got really discouraged. And this is why you feel that you're not talented, you cannot do it. It's just because that moment in your life that you were very demotivated. You were believed that you are not capable of doing this. So in the end, what I'm saying is, I don't think artists are born, but they are made. A lot of artists might not agree with me because so many artists has high ego and they like to think that, they're special and they were born as artists. Obviously, we're born with some skills, as I mentioned before, skills of seeing things, making the associations and critical thinking and such. But definitely, you can learn how to paint, how to draw, and you can improve quickly if you are interested in it, if you have the perseverance, and if you practice. This is why I have this YouTube channel in the first place. I want to help you guys develop your skills and enjoy the process. This is the most important thing. And I think there was a Bob Ross quote saying that anybody can paint. If I find his quote, I'm going to add to this video so that you will see that he agrees with me.
And I had a man come to me and he said, Bob, I can never paint because I'm colorblind. All I can see is gray tones. So I thought today we'd do a picture in gray just to show you that anyone can paint.
We talked about famous artists and their journey. If you're interested in figuring out how their journey was, then I highly recommend you to look at these documentaries that I prepared for you. If you like my videos, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like button to show me your support. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.